Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, this is going to be my monthly low-buy check-in for the month of May. I can't believe that May is already over. That is insane to me. I feel like it went by so fast, but I am a much happier, brighter, more confident person when weather is warmer, which is why I eventually want to move someday to somewhere where it's warmer. But just, I'm a happier person and I'm out and about a whole lot. So what I'm going to do in this video is what I do each month, and I'm going to go over everything that I did purchase throughout the month on my low buy. I'm going to let you know everything that I wanted to purchase but somehow managed not to. Something else that I'm going to be adding into these is I also want to let you know what I received in PR this month, because I don't receive a lot of PR at all. But I do want to be frank in letting you know that I do still have some new products coming into my life that I didn't pay for. So they are not technically on my low buy, even though I am still trying to be careful about the things that I use. And if I look at something, even if I get it in PR and I'm like, I know I'm not going to use this, I will happily pass it on to either a friend or even another influencer so that maybe they can get really good use out of it. I also want to let you know old products that I have been absolutely loving. I want to let you know if I got rid of anything, and just in general other things that are bringing me joy. So if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Linda and I am a cruelty-free beauty YouTuber who always wants to help you decide whether or not makeup, skincare, hair care products are worth your money, whether they're drugstore price, luxury, high-end. I just want you to spend your money wisely, but this is also my very first low-buy year, so I'm trying really hard to be very cognizant, to be very careful about what I bring into my collection, because prior to this, I was just collecting for the sake of collecting. I would just think that I needed so much stuff. And I'm really trying to be more thoughtful about what I bring into my collection. Only bring in things that really, really spark joy, or things that are really unique to my collection, and not just collect for the sake of collecting, but also use the good stuff, because we don't know how many days we have on this planet. So what's the point of saving that discontinued eyeshadow palette for someday, for some special occasion, to just use it now? So I'm trying to really use the stuff. So as this video is playing, if you're enjoying it, I would love if you'd subscribe and become a part of the Rockstar fam. First, I want to get into the stuff that I purchased. The first thing that I actually purchased is not here yet, but since I spent the money in the month of May, I want to talk about it. And I do have ones that are almost empty here because the thing that I bought is just kind of a refill. So for my hair dye, I have two brands that I use, and one of them is Arctic Fox. And I was able to grab a bottle of each of these. So the red is Poison, the orange is Sunset Orange. These are ones that I use more than anything. And these were 50% off during Ulta's gorgeous hair event recently. So normally a bottle of these is about $18, and I was able to get two bottles for $18. So those are on their way to me now. If you are looking to dye your hair with semi-permanent dye, semi-permanent means that it will eventually wash out. It's not going to last forever. I really do love this brand. The other brand, again, that I use is Fanola Free Paint. I absolutely recommend those as well. I'll link them both down in the description below, because even though these aren't on sale anymore, the Fanola Free Paints, as the time I'm filming this, are on sale. So you might want to snag some of those, but it's just fantastic hair dye all around. I use this to brighten up my permanent color, and I use these very regularly, maybe every like 3 weeks, just to brighten things up and really get those colors like super punchy. Really enjoy these. And the other thing that I purchased is not makeup related at all. So if you saw my last video, you will know that I recently adopted two kittens, and their names are Piper and Haggis. They will probably wander into this room at any second, and if they do while I'm filming, because I do have the door open for once, then I will show them to you and maybe they can say hello, because they've been very vocal today, as if I haven't fed them in years. They're basically famished, they're wasting away, and I'm the worst mother ever. But with new kittens, there was a whole bunch of purchases to make, so I'm not gonna lie, I spent quite a bit of money. So there was the adoption fee for both kittens. There was a cat tree that was, a significant amount of money. There was a scratching post. There's all the new food. There's the new water bowls, the new litter boxes, the new litter, the playpen for them to be in. So there were all these things that I just kept buying, and I just wanted them to be happy and feel comfortable in their new home. And of course, the things that have made them feel happy and comfortable in this home, even though it's been less than a week, I mean, yes, they love the cat tree. They love some of the things that I bought them, but you know what they love the most? They love our bed. They love this like floor poof that we've had for years and years that is torn to shreds. Like, they love the weird stuff. So it's like how you buy a toy for a cat and then they just want to play in the box. It's the equivalent of that. So I still don't regret spending a penny of it because, again, it gave me kind of a sense of comfort to know that they would be coming into this house that was made for them. So yes, that was what I spent a whole lot of money on. So before I go into the things I wanted to buy but didn't, let me get into the PR I received. So you may or may not have seen my video. I did receive the Urban Decay Naked Sin mini palette in PR, and I wound up really enjoying this, which kind of surprised me because, again, these tones are kind of more pinkish, and I don't usually wear pinkish eyeshadows. I can't count the number of times I've reached into this palette since I've received it. I am really surprised. Like, if I saw this sitting on a shelf, would I have purchased it? I don't know that I would have, but I've probably reached into this 10, 12 times since I got it only a few weeks ago. So considering how many eyeshadow palettes I have, the fact that I've reached into this one so many times, I feel like that says something. This for me is perfect for if I know I have to hop on a Zoom call for work and I know that it's one of those rare occasions where everyone's going to have their damn camera on, so I have to change my shirt real quick and slap on some makeup. I've been reaching for this because I feel like I can just take my finger, and these shimmers are really pretty and just like subtle looking, so I can just kind of drag that across my eye and just to feel more put together. I've been enjoying this way more than I was expecting. So if you've tried the other two, which are the Foxy or the Half Baked, let me know what you think, because I'm actually considering picking up probably one of those other ones, especially, I mentioned this in my video, but as gifts, because I think that these would make fabulous gifts, kind of hoping they go on sale at some point. And if they do, if these go at 50% off, I am not shitting you when I say I'm going to buy like 3 of each and just give them out as presents, because these are fan-freaking-tastic gifts for literally anyone who wears makeup. I'm convinced. The next thing I received in PR is something that I'm always so blown away to receive and so incredibly thankful, but I did get a package from Drunk Elephant that included 3 things. 2 of these I have tried, 1 of them I have not. So let's start with the stuff I have tried. The C Firma Fresh Day Serum. This is my #1 vitamin C serum of all time, and I am running really low on the one that I had. So when this came in, God, this sounds so dumb. I got a little misty-eyed because I was so thankful that I received this, because I will say this is a more expensive product. I think this is like $80, but it is the best vitamin C serum I have ever used. And I've talked to so many of you who have used this, and you agree that this is the best one you've ever used. I feel like this actually brightens my skin. I feel like this actually, kind of dulls sunspots down a little bit, because I do have a few here and there. I just really love this, and I do not have any other open vitamin C serums. I have one that is sealed that I might want to try before I break into this one, but I'm so pumped to have another one of these. The other thing, oh my God, I'm so excited to have this, because this I feel like is something that is always sold out, but I've always wanted a full size. This is the D-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. This is a little droplet bottle that has cream bronzer with a significant glow to it, and you mix this in with your cream foundation or with your lotion, with your sunblock, and it just really deepens things up. And what's nice about these is that the color is very deep, very deep. So if you are my skin tone or lighter, you can mix 1, maybe 2 drops into your, your entire foundation or your entire skincare routine. I love using it on my body. If you are deeper, you can mix more drops of this. It's just, I like that it kind of works for a lot of different skin tones. It's a really beautiful product. I'm so excited to have a full size. You have no idea. And then the last thing, which I haven't tried it yet, but I know I'm going to probably very soon. This is the Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen with 20% zinc oxide. I am running a little bit low on my Supergoop sunscreen, so as soon as that's gone, I'm absolutely going to try this one. If you've tried it, please let me know how you like it. I have been doing much better. I'm so proud of myself, patting myself on the back with sunscreen lately and using the correct amount and using a lot of it on my body. I don't know, I've always been pretty bad about it, where I'll go like this and put like little drops. No, you're supposed to put 3 fingers of sunscreen on your face, and it'll feel like a lot at first. It feels like a lot to me every day still, but it blends in, it goes away, you're gonna be fine. All right, so that was everything I received in PR. Let's go over the stuff I wanted to buy but didn't. So these things made it onto my wish list. Some of them are still sitting there, some of them no longer are, but let's jump into it. So first, Melt Cosmetics for their birthday had a massive sale where so much was on sale. I was kind of just twitching a little bit because a lot of it I looked at and I was like, okay, that's going on my list, that's going on my list. But I wound up not buying anything from the sale because I didn't really need it. So one big thing, and I know that some of you in the comments are going to be screaming through your computer screen when I say I didn't buy this, but the Melt She's in Parties palette. From so many people, I've heard this is the best Melt palette they have ever used. It's beautiful purples. It's just stunning colors, and a lot of people just seem really, really into it. And it looks pretty to me, but if I know myself, I am not going to use it enough. I'm not going to use it enough. I'm just not. So I wound up passing on this and everything else in the sale because I found that anything that was piquing my interest in that sale, whether it was, an eyeshadow palette or the cream contour stack or additional lip liners, I don't need any of it. And I know in the grand scheme of things, we don't need makeup. It is not on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But at the same time, like I really enjoy Melt as a brand, so I just want it a lot of times. I just want the makeup. And I also have been in an itch lately where I just want new makeup. I want something to be excited about because I have not purchased new makeup in so long, and I really want to. I really want to. Since I'm on a low buy and not a no buy, I'm just waiting for something to get me all excited. So it's going to happen. It's going to come along, but it wasn't anything in that sale. The next thing was the brush kit by Sam Ravindal and Sigma. It looked really, really beautiful. I feel like the description behind the brushes was really beautiful of why, the packaging was the way it was, because it's all recyclable, and it looked really I keep saying beautiful, but it did. It looked really lovely. And the couple of Sigma brushes that I have really, really enjoyed, but I've shown this before. These are my brushes. I am not a makeup artist. I am one person. Why do I need this many brushes, and why would I want more? I need to go through this and get rid of probably a third of these brushes that I don't use. Because, for example, I have like 10 lip brushes in here. I don't use lip brushes, okay? It wouldn't kill me to keep one, but why do I have 10? Why? I also have a ton of like huge powder brushes, like this kind of thing. I don't use huge powder brushes. They just aren't my thing at all. Yeah, like I've got a bunch of really big fluffy brushes, and I know a lot of people swear by those, but not for me. So why do I have 10? So I need to purge that before any new brushes come into this house. I don't need that many. Another one that is still killing me, and I think I've talked about this in a Will I Buy It, an anti-haul, that Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer that is $56 effing is haunting me. So that makes me think I might actually purchase this at some point because it has been on my list for a long time now. Not a long time, not like months and months, but a decent amount of time, and I still really, really want it. So I have a feeling that if I see that in person at Sephora, that's going to be a purchase for me. It looks so beautiful. I've watched reviews on it at this point. People seem to enjoy it. The color looks lovely. I'm almost glad it's sold out right now in a lot of places so that I don't buy it yet. But when it comes back in stock, I have a feeling it might be something I wait to see in person though. I might wait to see it in person, and if I do, that's something I might buy. Two more things that I have really wanted to get, but they're staying on my list. One of them is from About Face. So I have never used any About Face products before, but I've been curious. And those liquid shadows that they have are really piquing my interest a lot. I have seen a lot of tutorials on TikTok using those. They look very easy to blend and very easy to work with. I would love to know your opinions if you have used those shadows. Tell me in the comments down below, please. How do you find them? Do you find them easy to use? Do you find them hard to use? I watched this tutorial where this mega hot babe took the black liquid shadow and put the tiniest dot on her lid and blended it out into this beautiful, dark, smoky, grungy eye with one color. and I was enamored. I was absolutely enamored, and it's what made me really want to try some of these. So again, I would love your feedback if you've used these, if you think they're worth it. Again, I've been loving cream liquid products so much. So I really like the idea of trying out some more cream or liquid shadows. So tell me your thoughts. And the last one is something that I have to admit I'm kind of kicking myself over because I didn't buy it. Glossier had their once a year Friends and Family sale that just ended on May 31st. And I actually meant to buy something and I didn't. I waited too long and the sale is over. So I have been wanting to try the Glossier Stretch Concealer probably for years now. For years. It's the one in the little pot, and I have heard that it is very light coverage and very dewy and very creamy, which is me in a nutshell with what I like in makeup. I love for things to be dewy, light coverage, and creamy. That is just me right there. So I'm actually quite disappointed that I didn't buy it before the sale was over, so I honestly might pay full price for that. I'm going to leave it on my list a little bit longer, even though it's been there for years. But I really have been talking about how I want to try a new concealer, so I feel like it just might be time. All right, let's talk about some old products I have been loving. And these aren't even necessarily super old. They're just, not brand new products. So the first one I think is going to surprise some of you. The Melt 420 palette. I have been using the heck out of this lately. And I know that so many people, again, this palette gets people so divisive and so up in arms because so many people hated this. I really enjoy it. I do feel like this palette takes more patience than some other Melt palettes, but I don't care. The payoff is worth it to me when the color story is this good. I've just really been enjoying this. I know that I can tell already that fall, the second fall hits, it's going to be this and the Gemini palette like back to back every single day. I just really love these grungy tones, and they posted this great picture. I'll see if I can find it, of this girl wearing these like tartan plaid pants where this matched it exactly. And I immediately took it out and started using it, and I've used it like several times since then. I really enjoyed this palette. I know, again, a lot of people really had trouble with this. I think it takes more patience, but I don't think that it's a bad palette even a little bit. I really like this. And finally, I guess I should have cleaned this before bringing this out to talk about it, but I watched a video of somebody who had used this recently, and I was like, you know what, I haven't used that in a long time. So this is the Merit foundation brush. I think the name is maybe the #1 brush. It is very dense and very soft, and I've been loving this for applying my foundation. First of all, I love how compact it is. The quality is really good, really sturdy, and it buffs foundation in so well without leaving little brush marks, without leaving little brush hairs, without leaving like little pockets where you can see your pores. I really am impressed with this foundation brush, and I don't usually apply my foundation with a brush. I usually apply with a sponge or with my hands, to be honest. But I've really found that when I'm using a slightly heavier coverage foundation, and for me, slightly heavier is maybe medium coverage tops, this is the tits. I do not think that this is great for applying like a very sheer coverage tinted moisturizer, but anything heavier than that, this brush just excels, and I really have been enjoying it all over again. And as far as stuff that I've gotten rid of, I'm gonna be honest, nothing really. I do have, you can't see it, but it's literally right here under me. I have this big box full of makeup, full of skincare that I'm planning on giving away to friends. I do that like whenever friends come over to my house and we are having a backyard barbecue in a few weeks, I pretty much just put down this box and I'm like, have fun. And I love that some of my friends know now when they see the box, they're like, ooh, like it makes me so happy to be able to give some of these things away. And I have been putting things in there little by little, but I wouldn't call it a declutter by any means. And I don't really feel like it's fair to even say that it's stuff I got rid of because it's still sitting here. And I want to make more of an effort. Like I know I need to do another declutter, a hardcore declutter, and just get rid of stuff because if I'm not using it, it's going to go to somebody else. It's going to make somebody else really happy. So that's something that I personally need to work on for the month of June. As far as other stuff that's bringing me joy, I am still reading a lot of books. One that I will recommend for this month, maybe I'll do that. Each month I will recommend a book. Let me know how you guys would feel about that. But The Girl with the Louding Voice was beautiful. I really, really, really enjoyed it. There are parts of it that are difficult to read, but I really enjoy it. Another one that I really enjoyed, again, a little bit hard to read, and this is, a bit of an older book, but 1,000 Splendid Suns was written by the same guy who wrote The Kite Runner. I would also recommend The Kite Runner, but just beautiful, beautiful books. Just really enjoyed them. Now, they're not light and fluffy reading, either of them, but just really damn good books. And the other thing bringing me joy are my kittens. So I think this is a given, but just I forgot how much fun having kittens in the house can be. They just play with each other. They play by themselves. When they're napping, they're all cuddly. They're very cute, and they love each other so much. I don't regret adopting 2 kittens at the same time, not even for a second. It's so good that they have each other. The only thing that I forgot about too, though, is also how kittens really, really want to play around 3 a.m. when you're dead asleep, and how sharp those little kitten claws can be. Piper, especially, who is the white Siamese, we call him basically like Captain Mischief because he wants to get into everything, and sometimes the thing he wants to get into, my flesh. He wants to get into my flesh, so he digs his claws in around 3 a.m. That's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, but they've just been bringing me so much joy. It feels good to have babies to take care of again. I know I keep saying this, and I know a lot of you are probably tired of hearing it, but I still miss my Spooky very, very much, very much. And no cat's ever going to replace her, and I'm not looking for anybody to replace her, but these babies, they are making me happy. They really are. They're making me happy. They're bringing me lots of joy. I know they're going to grow up so damn fast. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are also on a low buy, as usual, I want you to let me know in the comments, what did you purchase this month? What went on your wish list that you did not buy? Is there anything you got rid of? Tell me all the good details and pat yourself on the back a little bit in the comments. Like, even if you're not on a low buy, maybe you're patting yourself on the back because you finally treated yourself to that palette you've wanted for so long. Or maybe it's because you saw something in the store and were able to stop and go, you know what? I have 4 things like that at home, so I don't need that. Whatever it is, pat yourself on the back in the comments below, or feel free to pat yourself on the back for anything. Like, maybe you graduated college. Maybe you graduated high school. Whatever it is, tell me in the comments below something good. But that's it. If you like this video, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. That really does help out my channel. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.